Good evening, Mr. Msokotwane.
Good evening, Tavo. How are you this evening?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
All
Thank you for
right.
having me.
All right, getting straight into it. So Biden referred to this election as consequential. Could you give us a little more insight into why most people feel that this American election is a do or die situation?
I feel like most Americans are at a crossroads. There is what you would call the right side and the left side. There is nothing in between anymore. It's like you have to choose sides now on where you want to be. So Biden wants to make it a little different. He wants to make America for all Americans, not separate America. So I think that's what he meant by saying that. He wants to unite America, both white and black, Democrats and Republicans, which used to be years ago, but now it seems like it's not that way.
All right, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to ask on your comment on the speculations that Biden chose Kamala Harris as his running mate to gain favor with the black community and, of course, the women.
Of course, that is what it might look like. But if you look at the other candidates that he had, I think she has more of an appeal to the public, and I think she has more of the experience as well. Also, it is very possible that it is also to get the black votes, but I think Biden would have got the black votes anyway. But having Kamala Harris helps in that situation as well.
All right, let's talk about his history. Biden has run for Democratic president twice, before in 98 and also in 2008, and now he's running for a third time in 2020. Now, what is the general consensus thought on his chances of winning this particular election?
From the speech he gave yesterday, I think a lot of people are really enthused about it, and the fact that he was vice president under Barack Obama also makes him very very likable and makes it look like he has a lot of experience. So the fact that he has been in government a long time and that he was vice president under Obama for 8 years gives him so much experience of knowing exactly what needs to be done to be a good president or to govern the country. So I think that gives him an advantage because he's been in government a long time. So he knows how to talk to Republicans and he knows how to talk to Democrats. So I think that is one thing that'll help him excel if he does.
All right, so President Trump was sworn in, and there were incidences of racism, and they came up to the forefront and have even been defended by the president himself. Now, if Biden wins this election, is there a chance that the country could be unified?
We That's what most of America is hoping. I have lived in this country almost 30 years and I have never seen it so diverse. I've never seen it so white and black. I've never seen racism this prevalent. So I'm sure a lot of people who are of color are hoping that Biden gets elected so he can unify the country. Right now, it seems the President Trump is sometimes feels like he's in support of the white nationalists or the racists. But I don't think that Biden is that kind of would be that kind of a president. We are hoping that Biden is the kind of president who will say what is wrong and when it is wrong.
Others say President Trump has been caught in lies about national issues. Biden's policy of truth is one of the platforms he's running on. And how is this resonating with the people?
Well, if we had to fact check President Trump's speeches or anytime he says something, it seems like there's something of a lie you can find in there, mostly all the time. But if we look at Biden's speeches and his remarks, you don't find that in his speeches. So yes, it's very possible that there's a lot of untruths in most of what President Trump says compared to what Joe Biden would say.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Msokotwane.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right.